Randal Grichuk is a perfect St. Louis Cardinal. He's multi-talented and he's under the radar. Those seem to be the kind of guys that they just run off an assembly line in St. Louis.
How the heck could the Angels have traded this guy? He's got tremendous power. He runs really well. He's a very good defender who throws well. All these things reminded me of Ryan Braun.
I strive to get better every day. On the defensive side, I feel like I get pretty good jumps, have pretty good accuracy with my throwing.
He's kind of mastered that one-hop skip right into the shortstop or second baseman or at the home. Has that knack for making a great play, that diving catch.
On the offensive side, definitely trying to get out there and hit some doubles, triples, and bombs, trying to score as many runs as we can for the team.
When you talk to the Cardinals, they'll tell you he's the strongest player on the team. He's got the potential to be a 30 home run guy.
It's explosive. It's fun to watch, just to stand out in batting practice and watch these balls get launched over roofs.
In just a couple of years in the major leagues, he's become a guy that has all-star potential. Certainly a guy you could see being a mainstay in the outfield for the Cardinals for years to come.
One of the things that attracted us about him was just his athleticism. That athleticism with power, and it's just a rare combination.
He was one of those guys that kind of just fit right in and just has a personality that's very likable.
I felt like I played pretty well when I was on the field. Unfortunately, due to a couple injuries, played only a little over half the year. Early in April, I hurt my back squatting, kind of one of those freak injuries. Wasn't too much weight on it, good form, and it just kind of gave out on me.
He obviously came back from that rather quickly, and I think part of that is just sort of his own DNA. He is one of those guys that's just naturally strong. Everything with him is to gear him up to be on that field.
Then late in August, I had a little tear in my UCL.
Certain guys take their rehab more seriously than others, and he was a guy that was on top of his game, just always working, getting in the ballpark early, determined to get back on the field.
Came back and was able to throw in the playoffs.
He played that one game against the Cubs, pretty much hurt and had to flip the ball to whoever was closest, but that's how badly we wanted his bat in the lineup.
I think Grichuk's injuries, they were kind of fluke things. Those aren't things that you need to worry about necessarily.
Got on a nice throwing program and shoulder and elbow program this offseason, so healthy and ready to go.
They need to know that they can be able to pencil him in the lineup for 150 games or more because his responsibility is much greater now than it's ever been before.
Well, I think this year is a big test for him. Over the last year and a half, you get that spot excitement where you see him hit a ball 475 feet and you immediately wish you could do it every time. Just being consistent and healthy is really the key for Grich.
Their sort of mantra there in St. Louis is, when it's your turn, you need to play. There's obviously a big hole in the middle of the Cardinals lineup this year after they lost Jason Hayward. Randal Grichuk is supposed to fill that role.
I don't really look at it as pressure. There's definitely high standards with the Cardinals and might, give me an opportunity to play every day. They're putting their confidence in me, so I should too.
You look at our outfield potential when you think about Piscotty, Tommy Pham, and Randal Grichuk. It's a young, athletic outfield.
I want to be able to be out there on the field and help the team win as much as I can.
The one thing he needs to do is focus on putting the ball in play and cutting down his strikeouts.
He's gotten smarter about understanding the strike zone. That's going to be a big key for him. Take away a few more of those swings and misses and get better pitches to use your power.
There's every indication that he's going to only continue to get better, and it may not be long before Cardinals fans forget they even had Jason Hayward.
Every year, our goal is to try to get to the World Series and win it, but you got to get through the season first. There's a lot of excitement around this team. I'm certainly bullish on the St. Louis Cardinals.
As a team, win a World Series, I think that's the goal every year. Make the postseason and get hot at that time and make that final push.
Randal Grichuk is a big key for the Cardinals because the Cardinals do have a lot of outfielders. But to me, Randal Grichuk is their best center fielder besides being their best home run hitter. When he's not in the lineup, that is a big hole that they have.
We got a great group of guys, good mix of younger and veteran players that can gel together real well and put together a season that should be able to make it to the playoffs and give a good run.